Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. I just wanted to go over the vintage baseball card pickups that I've purchased so far in the month of February. Starting with this real nice 1959 Topps Gem, the Professor Brosnan. The main appeal for me for picking up this card was the condition. The corners are super sharp on this card. And there's not a whole lot of print defects or anything like that. Colors just pop off the front of this card, and I mean the centering's a little off, but everything else, with everything else going for it, that's forgivable. So I decided to pick this up, add it to my collection. Next, from that same set, Directing the Power with Jim Lemon and Roy Sievers. That's another card that looked really nice in the auction, so I decided to pick it up. Centering isn't the best, but everything else looked nice on it, so I decided to pick it up. Next, we have a Hall of Famer, Early Win. This is the 1961 Topps set. Another card that's got super sharp corners, and the centering isn't too bad either. Early Win's an incredibly affordable Hall of Famer, considering the type of pitcher he was. I mean, he was dominant for years. So I'm happy to be able to afford his cards. Next, another guy that I'm really high on, but he's essentially a common, Billy Pierce. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I said that in a previous video. He was the ace of the Go-Go Sox, and he didn't get a whole lot of run support either, from what I understand. Otherwise, he'd probably have a good 30-40 more wins on his resume. This card, the centering isn't the best, but the price was right on this, so I decided to pick it up. Next, this is more of for me, a nostalgia purchase. When I was growing up, I'd come home from school, and the Cubs played a lot of day games, and I watched a lot of Chicago Cubs baseball coming home from school. 1989, Harry Carey is the announcer, and Don Zimmer was the manager. And so I thought it was kind of cool seeing a vintage baseball card with Don Zimmer in a Cubs uniform, so I decided to pick it up. This next card, this is what I've been doing recently. In order to be able to afford the big names like Orlando Cepeda, Willie Mays, and Frank Robinson, I'm buying these Leaders cards because they're a lot more affordable than their regular cards in the sets. This is the 1962 Topps 61 Home Run Leaders, and I thought this card had super sharp corners, especially for a condition-sensitive set like this 62 Topps set is. Sorry about the focus. The centering's forgivable based on the corners. I might actually consider getting this one graded, hoping that it comes back a 7, because the centering's the only thing holding it back. Next, this card just came in today. 1967 Topps Whitey Ford. His cards are out of my price range, but I got lucky on this auction and placed a bid, and nobody outbid me. And I kind of got this for a steal. Corners aren't the best, and there's a little surface damage. I don't know, it looks like it was rubbed up against something sometime in its history. But the centering on the back is really nice, and it's nice to have a Whitey Ford in my collection. I'm a pretty big fan of his. Next, we have another Leaders card, the 67 Rbis Leaders. This is the 68 Topps set. 3 Hall of Famers, Carl Yastrzemski, Harmon Killebrew and Frank Robinson. Centering isn't the best. And I think you see a pattern with me. I seem to be sacrificing the centering for solid corners. And it's what I did as a kid. I don't know if that's the right thing to do anymore. Maybe somebody can post a message telling me how they look at their cards and what they're willing to sacrifice. But yeah, otherwise I think this card's real nice. And I collect Yastrzemski, so happy to get that one. Here's another Leaders card from the 1970 top set with a couple Hall of Famers, Harmon Killebrew and Reggie Jackson. Boog Powell was pretty good. Nice corners on this one. Centering isn't bad at all. It's got a little print spot. Otherwise, pretty nice. Another Leaders card with one Hall of Famer. It's the 69 ERA Leaders with Jim Palmer. I think I paid 99 cents for this. So I'll take it for that price. Next, I'm really happy with this card. From the 1971 set, 1970 pitching leaders with 3 Hall of Famers, Bob Gibson, Gaylord, Perry, Ferguson, Jenkins. For a condition-sensitive set, there's not a whole lot of chipping on this card. A little bit up here in the top corner, and I see a little white on that corner, but otherwise this card is sharp. I think I might get this graded when PSA lowers their prices. This is a candidate to send in, just based on the condition sensitivity of the set. But I was real happy when this came in the mail. It looks better in person than it did in the pictures on the website. This is another card that I feel like I got for a real good deal. 1973 Topps Reggie Jackson. In fact, the rest of the cards in this this video will be from the same set, 73 Topps. This is the oldest Reggie Jackson regular mainstream card that I've ever owned, and I'm happy to have it. And there's a little corner wear on it, and the centering isn't the best, but you know, for these superstar Hall of Famers, you're almost willing to accept some of that to make it affordable. Another Hall of Famer, Rod Carew. This one, the only thing holding it back is the centering, because it's got really nice corners. And I like Rod Carew. He's a really good hitter, and so I'm happy to pick this up. Another guy that I collect, but this was more or less as a bundle thing because the condition is a little worse than I like. Billy Williams. All 4 corners are touched pretty good. So, and there's also a I don't know what that is, residue or something on the back. So this card will get replaced at some point in time, but I mean, I guess I look at this as a placeholder or something. Centering's nasty, but you know, this will do for now. I think I paid less than 99 cents for it, so that's okay. Here's another card that, based on the price I picked up, it's got 3 creases right here. I put a bid of 99 cents on it, and it didn't even get to that. I think I won it for 29 cents or 30 cents or something. So I'll take this for that price. Bundled in with most of the rest of these cards that I'm showing now. Corners aren't the best. Centering's not the worst in the back, but yeah, this card's pretty bad. If it wasn't for the price, I wouldn't own it. Here's another guy I collect, Orlando Cepeda. It does have some touches of corner wear. That one's probably the worst. That one's not too bad. Not too good either. But the others aren't bad. You know, and the centering's better than most of the cards that I picked up from the set. So I'm okay with it. It's kind of cool seeing him in an A's uniform. Next, another Hall of Famer, Perez. This card isn't too bad, but it does have corner wear. Centering isn't bad. Well, I mean, I guess top to bottom it could be better, but it's not too bad, I guess, considering some of the other ones that are in my collection. So, happy to add that one. Here's another card. This one's probably in the best shape of the cards that I've shown so far. Gaylord Perry, Hall of Famer. Corners aren't bad at all. Centering isn't bad at all. I guess that one's probably the worst corner. So yeah, this one will probably stay in my collection long term. I don't see a reason I need to upgrade this. Another Hall of Famer, Blyleven. This is another sharp card, but the centering's rough. Especially the back. I mean, that's totally miscut. But it's sharp. So, happy to add it. The next two are Leaders cards. This one, two Hall of Famers, Steve Carlton and Gaylord Perry. This card's pretty sharp as well. Centering again, nice and off center. But that's okay. And the last one, the Earned Run Average Leaders, Steve Carlton and Louis Tiant. Again, with the centering, this set is atrocious. I can see why the cards that are centered nicely go for a premium on this stuff, because there's probably only a handful of them in existence. Anyway, that's the last card I have for you. I'll do another video probably with the rest of the cards that I've picked up so far. It's a combination of football, vintage, and modern. I picked up a couple graded cards, super low-end graded cards, and I even have a wrestling card in there. So I'll put that video up here pretty soon. Until then, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you later.